Hi guys, Dave with First Place Auto Parts, and today we're going to finish up episode number 2, which is going to highlight engine number 5 to number 1 of the best engine names of all time. The first 5 engines were pretty cool, some of them were a little quirky. This is going to be pure American muscle. This is where Ford's going to come on strong, and we're going to get another left field one from Mopar that's going to be right up there at the top as well. So let's go ahead and get started with engine number 5. Number 5 on our engines name list is Chevrolet's entry into the modern big block, the Mark IV Chevrolet, better known as the Turbo Jet. When it became clear that the previous generation's W Series engines were not going to keep up with the Chrysler and Ford NASCAR efforts, Smokey Yunick, a backroom hot rodder, secretly began work on a new porcupine cylinder head, which had its valves angled to promote increased airflow, and the rest is automotive history. Developed during a time known as the Jet Age, the Mark IV 396 cubic inch turbojet engine became Chevrolet's large cubic inch family of engines starting in the 1960s. The big block engine, also known as a rat motor, whereas the small block motor is known as the mouse motor or turbo fire, became the big engine option starting in the 1965 Corvette and the Z16 Chevelle. Depending on solid or hydraulic lifters, it made anywhere between 375 and 425 horsepower. The Mark IV big block Chevrolet has powered everything from race cars, pickup trucks, station wagons, and many of Chevrolet's blue chip muscle cars in 396, 427, and 454 cubic inch variations. Alright Ford faithful, I haven't forgotten about you. You're coming on with a head of steam towards the upper end of the list. How does Ford marketing department upstage the big block Camaro and one up the turbojet engine? Simple. Ford's marketing theme threw in a quick and lethal reptile into the Jet Age mix and gave us our number 4 engine name, which is the Cobra Jet. When the Mustang first came out, it was originally designed around female drivers and a wheezy, straight 6-cylinder engine. The FE Cobra Jet engine injected a huge dose of power into the torque into the grocery gutter and instantly made a name for itself on the drag strip. The FE 428 Cobra Jet engine gave the Mustang a super stock class win at the 1968 NHRA Winter Nationals amongst a field of talented drag racers, combining the Cobra Snake's quickness and the pure speed of a jet. The name got the point across in an ode to the past and history. The name Cobra Jet has been adopted by Ford's drag strip only Mustangs made today, making it one potent pony once again. The number 3 engine in its name hits a spot close and dear to my heart because despite being a Chevy guy deep down, I loved my 03 Cobra Mustang and the sound that the Roots type supercharger made under wide open throttle. It made grown men belly laugh and women clutch their seat belts. The number 3 engine is better known as the Terminator. Developed by the Ford SVT team, internally the supercharged 4.6-liter engine earned the nickname Terminator due to its incredible power and torque, and the name stuck. Developing 390 horsepower and 390 foot-pounds of torque, the 4.6-liter dual overhead cam V8 had all the fixings to make a great engine. Parts like Manley H-beam rods, cross-bolted mains, titanium valves, and Eaton supercharger made it criminally easy to increase horsepower to 500 plus levels with simply a blower and pulley change, a tune, and headers. Much like Arnold Schwarzenegger's character in the movie The Terminator, there wasn't much on the street in 2003 that this engine couldn't destroy in the stoplight to stoplight race. Alright, the first 8 engines on this list were pretty cool. The last 2 engines are going to be freaking awesome. The number 2 engine on this list is no other than the Mopar Elephant. Mopar could have called its 1,000 horsepower, 426 cubic inch Gen 3 Hemi crate engine anything it wanted to, and it still would have been epic. Well, because it's an honest-to-God 1,000 horsepower crate engine that you can actually buy over the counter and put in any car you want to. But instead, to show their sense of respect for history and tie it in with their modern Hemi name, they called it the Elephant. The previously famed 426 cubic inch Hemi nickname was the Elephant, and when you combine its heritage and the platform used in the Gen 3 Hemi Hellcat and Demon, you get Elephant. You know, something like a 1,000 horsepower crate engine is just simply amazing. Mopar could have been forgiven if they wanted to try to slide this motor under the radar and call it something along the lines of eco or earth friendly or tree hugger, but they didn't. They called it something that stands up for its heritage and has honor to its past, but stands alone, and that is the Elephant. Now, that's the perfect name for this crate engine. And the number 1 engine on this list evokes black magic and sinister intentions. It's the 5.2 liter flat plane cranked V8 Ford, better known as Voodoo. We all know that engines are just big air pumps, and for the Voodoo engine, it's all in the cylinder heads. Compared to the Coyote 5-liter engine, which was limited by airflow, the Voodoo cylinder heads got bigger valves and CNC combustion chambers and ports to increase the potential for power. Watching the Voodoo tachometer race its way to its 8,200 RPM redline is darn near the gearhead version of a religious experience. Do it once and you're under its spell. Either way you split it, it's a great time to be a car enthusiast. Whoever would have thought that you could go and get a car with a 3-year, 36,000 mile warranty that made 500 plus horsepower right off the dealer lot? Or that you could walk into a dealership and plop down your hard-earned paycheck and pick up a 1,000 horsepower crate engine. The good thing is that these cars and these motors are still being built, and they're still giving them really cool names that make us as car guys love them even more. Hopefully you liked this video, and if you did, consider hitting the subscribe button. Follow First Place Auto Parts on Facebook and YouTube, where we will continually be adding how to install videos, product review videos, and covering some real cool car guy events that you're probably going to want to see. Go to our always open, easy to use First Place Auto Parts website, where you will literally find thousands of restoration and performance parts for your American muscle car and your truck. Until next time, keep the hammer down and keep it between the guardrails.